Welcome to another Splatoon 2 news roundup video on the channel. Let's just get on with the first topic in this video, and that is apparently we were supposed to be getting Starfish main stage last week. Apparently we were supposed to be getting the renovated version of that stage last week, but it has been delayed. It has now been delayed to this week, and apparently the renovated version of Starfish main stage will be coming at the same time as when we are supposed to be getting the new Salmon Run gear. The new Salmon Run gear and the renovated Starfish main stage, apparently they will be in the rotation on the 13th of September for you guys in North America, the 14th of September for people living in the UK and the rest of Europe. So maybe that is when we are supposed to be getting the 4.0 update, and maybe this is more evidence that we will be getting some sort of Splatoon 2 content in the next Direct, whenever that will be. And maybe this is confirmation that we will get the Direct this week, or maybe the Starfish main stage renovation, it got delayed in terms of Starfish main stage getting back into the rotation due to the earthquake, and it has nothing to do with the Direct. Maybe the new Salmon Run gear and the Starfish main stage returning, maybe that is due to the earthquake and not because we will be getting Splatoon 2 content in the Direct and it is the 4.0 update reveal. Maybe that is down to what it is and it's not down to it being in the Direct. Hope that is wrong. I do hope we do get the 4.0 update revealed in the Direct, and hopefully it will be coming later on this week. Maybe they will do a situation where they will air the Direct on Thursday and then they will drop the 4.0 update soon after when the Direct does finish. Maybe that is what will be happening later on this week. But when we do get a time for when the Direct will be coming, of course I will make a short video just to let you guys know when the Direct will be happening. So yeah, maybe this is more evidence that the 4.0 update will be coming later on this week and it will be featured in a Direct. But I guess on the flip side, Nintendo could always delay this sort of happening again. Maybe Nintendo will delay the rotation again like what happened last week. Of course, I will keep you guys up to date with that information when we do get it. But let's just move on to the next topic. Before I do move on to the next topic, I just want to quickly say that it was Oatmeal Dome that did discover that we were supposed to be getting Starfish main stage, the renovated version, last week back in the rotation, but it did get delayed until this week. So let's just move on to the next topic, and this is something that did crop up later on last week, and that is unfortunately Splatoon 2 will not be compatible with cloud saving. Now the Switch Online system, the Switch Online service will be launching in the second half of September. One of the benefits of the Switch Online service is cloud saves. I know a lot of people in the Splatoon community were looking forward to this feature, but unfortunately it has been confirmed that Splatoon 2 will not be compatible with cloud saving. I will give my thoughts on this later on, but this did get discovered through a listing for the Splatoon 2 Starter Edition, which is pretty much just a game and it will be coming with a guide. This is what the listing said. This game does not support save data cloud backup, and this is what Nintendo had to say for the reason behind that, and they gave this reasoning to Game Informer. The vast majority of Nintendo Switch games will support save data cloud backup. However, in certain games this feature would make it possible to For example, regain items that had been traded to other players, or revert to a higher online multiplayer ranking that had been lost, to ensure that save data cloud backups cannot be used to unfairly affect online multiplayer rankings. Save data cloud backups will not be enabled for Splatoon 2. So pretty much save scumming, as it is known in the community, which was a problem in the first game. Save scumming with a few people is the reason why the vast majority of people cannot get the save data cloud backup option for their save data for Splatoon 2. So if you lose your Switch, or it gets stolen, or if it does break for whatever reason, that is it. You will lose everything that you have done in the game and you can't get your data back. For me, that isn't acceptable at all. Splatoon 2 is one of the grindiest games on the Switch at this moment. I just got to think about the gear and abilities and all that sort of stuff, like grinding for chunks and all of that sort of stuff. Can you imagine losing all of your data and having to get all of your perfect gear again? That alone is just many hours of hard work. That is just unbearable to think about. I don't get why the single player data and the Octo expansion data, I don't get why that can't be backed up to the cloud. I know some people have got 1000% in the single player. Some people have done every single level with every single weapon in the DLC. Can you imagine doing that all over again? The motivation, it would just completely kill your motivation to play the game. And this could backfire on Nintendo. If, people, if they do lose their data, I'm not sure how many people would actually go back and try and get back to where they were before they did lose all of their data. It could backfire on Nintendo quite a lot. I think the solution to this problem is that Nintendo store all of this data on their own servers. It shouldn't be stored on our systems. We have Nintendo accounts, we have the Splatnet app. Why can't all of our data be stored on a server? We are now paying for online, like after when the Switch online service does launch. It is about time that Splatoon 2 gets dedicated servers where you will not see communication errors all of the time, because the system, it will not be peer-to-peer like what it is now. So pretty much the system right now is that in Splatoon 2 you have one person in a lobby of 8 hosting everybody's connections, and the reason why you do get communication errors is down to an error between you connecting between the host and yourself, and that is where the error has come up. It has come up down to a error between you and the person in the lobby hosting everybody's connections. So it is about time, because we are now going to start paying for Splatoon 2 to play Splatoon 2 online, to play Turf War, all of the ranked modes, Salmon Run. It is about time that Nintendo use all of our $20 that we will be paying to play the game online. It is about time that Nintendo use that money to get dedicated servers for the game, so that we don't get communication errors, and so that all of our data would get stored online. I think that is about time that happened. This isn't good enough. I just got to think about the many hours I tried to be the secret boss in the Octo expansion. I really don't want to do that again. I really don't want to lose out on all of my data that I have put into the game, like how many hours I put into Salmon Run, what gear I've got, how many tickets I've got at this moment in time. I don't want to lose all of that data, and yeah, it would probably kill a lot of my motivation to try and get back up to that sort of standard again, to get back up to the levels that I'm currently at right now. Yes, it will be quite fun to go back through the ranking up system again, and I've sort of done that on my second account. It's like me resetting my main account, but yeah, it's just, you know, I love the game, I really do, but I'm not sure whether I would want to go through all of that again. So for me, this isn't good enough. I don't know, maybe it would have been a massive problem how people would have done that save scumming, got perfect gears on their loadouts, resetted their ranks every time they did lose out on, you know, getting to rank X. Rank X would just be filled with people doing the save scumming and resetting their ranks all of the time. But I don't know whether it is fair to punish the vast majority when it is only the minority that will be doing this sort of thing. I don't think it is good enough how we don't have an option to back up our saves for Splatoon 2. What are we paying for? Are we just paying $20 to carry on playing Splatoon 2 online when the Switch online service does launch, and that is it? Splatoon 2 players will not get any benefit apart from just playing what we have already played for free for the last like 14 months. If that is the only benefit, then this Switch online service completely stinks, and I've always been a sort of person that isn't really a fan of this Switch online service, and yeah, this whole save data cloud backup sort of thing isn't really good enough at all. Nintendo, it's about time. If you are serious about Splatoon 2 and turning this game and putting this game onto the esports scene, for example, then it is about time you got dedicated servers for this game. Use that $20, not just to put up NES games. Nobody really cares about that. We want flipping GameCube games, for example. That's what I'm just saying. But in terms of somebody like myself that is only paying the $20 to carry on playing Splatoon 2 online, I really want more of a benefit than that. I want dedicated servers. I want all of my data to not only be stored on my Switch system, but it should be stored on your own servers, Nintendo. It really should be. We got the Splatnet app. You know, seriously, I just don't understand why we can't save our data to servers. That is what happens with pretty much every single other online multiplayer game. I don't understand why it can't happen with Splatoon 2. So this has turned into a little bit of a rant about how the Switch online service sucks for Splatoon 2, and yeah, this whole save data cloud backup thing is just another reason why it does suck for Splatoon 2 players. And yeah, I will always be against what this Switch online service is. It's just, for me, it just seems like, right, I'm just paying some money just to carry on playing what I have experienced for free, and I get no other added benefit apart from that. So yeah, for Splatoon 2 players, this Switch online service completely stinks, and I really hope Nintendo will improve this Switch online service, but I just can't see it happening. I'm hoping in the Direct we get to see how the Switch online service does benefit someone like myself that does play Splatoon 2 quite a lot, but I just can't see that happening, unfortunately. So I think it is about time that I did move on to the next topic, and that is Inkscape is releasing an officially licensed Splatoon 2 calendar for 2019. This is coming out in Japan. It would be cool if this was available for Western users. I'm not sure whether this will be up on Play Asia, so people in the West could buy this calendar, but it is still cool to see that Splatoon 2 will be getting an official 2019 calendar. It will be coming out on the 27th of October, and apparently it will be a limited print item, so I'm guessing that would be a reason why it wouldn't be on Play Asia. It does seem like this is only available for Japanese users. I can remember hearing that Ensket are doing a desktop sort of digital version of this calendar as well. I really hope that is the case. But yeah, there will be an official Splatoon 2 calendar releasing soon in Japan. Now, the US Open tennis tournament finished yesterday with Novak Djokovic winning the men's tournament, Naomi Osaka, not Serena Williams. All of the talk is on Serena Williams at this moment in time. Osaka has barely got a mention, even though she was the first Japanese person to win a Grand Slam tournament. But she did have a male counterpart, and that was Kei Nishikori, and he does play Splatoon 2 because on his bag he does have a squid keyring. So yeah, he did make it to the semi-finals. He did get beat by Novak Djokovic, who did win the tournament. So yeah, this has just made me like Kei Nishikori even more. So props to Kei Nishikori. He does play Splatoon 2, probably does play it on the plane when he does travel between all of the tournaments that he does go to. And the final topic of this video is that in the Victoria and Albert Museum in London, there was a video game sort of exhibition, and Splatoon was featured in that exhibition, so you could get to see the origins of Splatoon. It was kind of similar to the Tower Records sort of exhibition that did happen in Japan. So this is kind of cool how this was in the West. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't make it down to London to check out this exhibition. London is quite far away from where I am, so yeah, it's just cool how this did get featured in a video game exhibition in the West. So that is everything that I need to talk about in this video. I'd just like to thank everybody that did play in my open lobby that I did hold yesterday on my second account, and yeah, you will be seeing some gameplays from that open lobby in the background of this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed the video, and yeah, we'll see you next time.